Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, we're going to talk about getting your spouse's support when you're doing a business as an executive or as an owner. So first off, guys, I've been with my wife for over 17 years. We have an amazing relationship. We get along super well, and we had to get through some pretty hard times, especially at the beginning. I'll give you a simple example. So we had a really interesting circumstance when we first got together. For the first 1 year that we were together, 11 months of that, I was living in a different state because I was working in a different state. She was in Florida, I was in New Mexico, and that was the reality of the situation. And on top of that, I not only had a full-time job, but I was also working to start my company. I actually got in good communication with her about what are my goals, what am I trying to accomplish, and what are her goals, and what is she trying to accomplish. And we found that we were super aligned. And so we made the decision very early on in our relationship that we were a team, that it was us together who were going to do amazing things in our lives. That was our thing. We looked at it as a team. We were not enemies. We were not people who nitpick each other. We're not people who find fault with each other. It was all about us working together as a team to achieve all of our goals. And our goals are really built around helping as many people as we can. With that common interest, that common alignment, we then understood that there were sacrifices we were going to make for both of us. I'll give you a simple example. She's a performer. She's a singer and an acrobat. Singing and acrobat means that during holiday season, she is flat out. When other people are off, she's actually working. We just had to understand that. I also understood that if we want to do date nights, it's probably not going to be on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Sometimes it can be, but maybe not, because a lot of times her gigs are on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because that's when a lot of other people are off. So what did we start doing? Well, let's have our date night on Monday. There you go. Simple solution. But it began with us being a team. It began with us being aligned and having very clear communication about what would be needed in order to accomplish the goals that we had. So it required lots of extra work, long hours, late nights, and all of that. And she was understanding of it because we actually had clear communication about it. She understood why. Also, it was not the long-term plan. And so it was on me to make sure that I wasn't continuing that behavior forever and ever and ever. And honestly, I dragged it on too long, where it was going beyond where it really should have. But see, that forces us to really confront, are we doing this because we're actually trying to build something to grow and we can enable other people? Or are we doing this way because we want to be sucked into work all the time and flat out busy and all the rest of that? See, I was stuck. I was habitual on how I was doing it. I had a lot of capability, but I wasn't utilizing my team. And because I started actually comparing what the agreement was and what I was trying to make happen, I realized I need to be better on my discipline on how I put other people on the job, how I actually empower my people. And when I did that, it was able to grow and grow and grow and not require the business to be a time vampire for me. The other side is your spouse could and should be somebody that you can go to just to say, hey, I need some help, or I'm bouncing something off of you. In her case, she may not understand even some of the technical issues that I was trying to figure out. At times I was trying to figure out. It didn't matter. We would just talk about it. And just by talking about it, all of a sudden I would get an idea, or she would bring up something. I'm like, actually, you know what? You're right. I'm like, are you sure you're not a programmer? Because there were some times she came up with some brilliant solutions there. So having your spouse on the same page with you, you guys being aligned, it's you versus the world as a team. And just look at it that way. It'll help you so much when you're trying to get a business going, when you're trying to be an executive that requires maybe more commitment, more work than a typical job that somebody might have. Just take a look at that, then work to get the life the way that you want to get it. Hope this video helps, guys. Thanks so much for watching it. Share it with anybody you think could benefit from it. I'll see you guys in the next one.